Good evening, everyone. Sorry for the slight delay. Internet problems again. Sorry about that. So yeah, so we the stress of a live stream. It's not even your live stream.
I know, I'm the bloody stressed out.
Oh dear me. I'm not going into detail as to what the problem was, just that we've had internet problems again. So I'm just going to put the link in for Laurie and Tracy. So yeah. So, well, you know what they say, don't you? Good things come to them that wait. Sorry about that. I just had to. Hiya, Ruby. Hiya, Laurie. Hiya, Amjad. And anybody else that I've missed. Oh, dear me. Oh, so we'll just wait for Tracy and Laurie to join us. I don't know. Tracy's not here yet. Where is Mr. P? I got a bone to pick with him. Hang on a minute.
Huh?
Karate.
Hi, everybody.
I think you're picking on him at an inopportune moment, Karate, because he's still a bit. Yeah.
Yes, don't forget buried my mum yesterday, so I'm not into no shit. And
all right. So that sort of told you. Oh, just made are we going to Amjad's? Has just made a caramel iced latte. Ooh.
Hi, Ruby. Where's Tracy at?
I've no idea. She said she was joining us, so I don't know. So she did say she were coming on with us, so I don't know. We'll get a few minutes anyway. Let me time to decompress.
Yeah.
Oh, he says he made a good meatloaf with 4 meats. Ooh. So yeah, he's not in the best of moods. You know, for them that don't know, it was Mum's funeral yesterday, so she's at rest at last.
Aww.
So yeah. Not the best of days, but so we'll give Tracy a few minutes. If she comes in late, she comes in late. I know I were a bit late, but hey ho. So yeah, been a little bit cooler here today. We've had a good old rainstorm. Oh, he says sorry for your loss, Mr. P.
No worries, mate.
So yeah, it's been a long, hard journey.
Yeah.
With complications, but you know that's basically what that's all we're going to say about it. So what are you baking? Have a good banana cake. I've got tons of banana. I've actually been printing some more recipes out, making a ginger sponge, a bit like a Victoria sponge, but it's a ginger one, and like a normal Victoria sponge, you use butter, eggs and sugar. Well, you don't use any butter at all. So I sent Tracy 2 recipes this afternoon. Oh, I forgot to show you that one as well. They like tortillas with apple and caramel sauce in it. But I'll show you the 2 that. So here's one: apple caramel cheesecake bars and red velvet cookie bars. They were the 2 I narrowed it down to for next week. So just just give me your thoughts on either of them two.
Well, I'm not a real fan of cheesecake. The velvet cake bars, I've never had velvet cake, so I'd be willing to try that.
Right. We outnumbered 2-1.
Uh-oh.
To Tracy, and I sent them to Chris, and they both said the apple caramel cheesecake bars. It is only like a tiny little bit, the cheesecake.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'll just watch that live.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We haven't. I've done tons here, look, Laurie.
Yeah, I just don't want to make something that I'm going to waste, you know.
Yeah.
Ruby says, has anybody got banana cake recipe?
I can find you one, Ruby. So I've also chocolate fudge cake, got chocolate fudge cupcakes, then creamy caramel apple. No, I don't know how you pronounce this. Taquitos. Hi, Kate. How are you? And they're like basically soft tacos or yeah, I don't know what you call them. Old El Paso, they do like flat things. Yeah. So basically, that's another like a used cream cheese, but it's like all melted. Anyway, you wrap the apple up in these. I thought it was something different. That's why gingerbread cookie bars.
You know that's a hit.
That's them, look.
Oh yeah, that looks excellent.
No baked chocolate peanut butter bars.
That's another one I would like.
And this is one I made at the weekend. Right. Absolutely delicious. Hot fudge pudding cake.
Ooh, that sounds good.
There's no picture of it, but yeah. I can tell you this, and Chris and Callum will agree with me. Absolutely lovely.
Sounds really good.
It went, but what I did with that is I doubled the recipe and made it in a big pan.
Yeah.
Now when the recipe calls for it, it says a 9 by 9, but I did it in like a bigger one, so I doubled the recipe.
Yeah.
So that hot fudge pudding cake. Tell you, Kate, it's like a cake and a pudding, like a self-saucing thing. Tracy's here as well now, by the way.
Oh, hey, Tracy.
Yeah. I could tell you firsthand, and Chris will agree with me, and Callum even had some more today, and I made it Sunday lunch. So I mean that could be. I mean, if it's in agreement with Tracy, we could make that next week.
That sounds awesome. I can handle that.
It's a bit of a strange one. Because you make the cake bit, and then you make like a cocoa and a sugar mixture. You put the cake mixture in your pan.
Oh yeah.
And then what you do is you sprinkle the cocoa and the sugar mixture on top of the cake. But then here's the stinger. You put boiling water on top of it and put it straight in the oven.
Oh my goodness.
It's like a self-saucing type of thing.
Oh.
Tell you, light as anything. Absolutely delicious.
Yes.
I just wanted to do something different.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
So yeah, we'll make a start anyway. Because what we're doing first is we're going to beat the sugar and the eggs. Now, this is what me and Laura did last week when we did the milkshake cake. So I'm just going to point the camera down so you can see what I'm doing when I get angle right. Is that your things all sifted out, Laurie?
Yeah, I have everything ready. I got my sugar in the bowl.
Tracy, I'm going to sift mine while we're on that. But first things first, you put your oven on to 160 degrees, gas mark 3.
What'd you say? 160?
It says 100 degrees, 180/160 for a fan forced one, which I a dirt rider. I don't know what's yours in.
I set mine on 320.
That's about what we did last week, weren't it?
Yeah.
So that sounds about right.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Right. So first things first, you need 3/4 cup of caster sugar. That's that. I've been in things since this afternoon because it's all stiffened up. Can't get it out at all. It's all right. It has been covered up, but I think it's dried it a little bit. So yeah, so you want 3/4 cup of caster sugar and 4 whole eggs. And like we did last week, we're just going to beat it for, it does say between 8 and 10 minutes. But me and Laurie knew last week, as soon as we, yeah, that's thick enough. It says until thick and creamy, and that's exactly what we did last week.
Yeah, and it just it doesn't really take as long as it says.
No, I didn't. I think it took us about 5 minutes, didn't it, Laurie, last week?
Yeah, if that even.
Yeah. So there it goes. Dirt Rider wants to know, have you been taking care of my Jeanette?
Oh, hold a minute.
Hey? Steve. Hi, Steve.
Hi, Steve.
Hi, Steve. Just a bit behind Jeanette.
Cheeky monkey.
You make a noise.
Medicine's like a young deer. I have no idea what Wago is. Ground pork sausage, I think it's like sausage meat, that is. So, yeah, so we're going to put that to one side while we sift the flours, because it says we've got to sift them 3 times and it makes the sponge like nary. So, 2/3 of a cup of all-purpose flour, plain flour.
I don't think mine's thick enough, so I'm going to beat it some more.
Okie dokie then.
Try not to make too much noise.
Ooh.
My drones again.
Whee!
Those are for the 4 meats I used to make the meatloaf.
Did you get a new mixer, Tracy?
No, I couldn't get one from where I went. They didn't have none.
No. So into this mixture as well, you want a teaspoon of cream of tartar.
I have got it all here in this bowl, but I'm going to wait.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And then I'll do it with you siphon 3 times.
This is half a teaspoon of bicarb.
Yeah, I've got that.
A third of a cup of, it says wheaten cornflour, but it's cornflour, cornstarch, whatever, you know. We call it cornflour here in the UK.
Yeah.
But in America, they call it cornstarch.
I'm getting used to this stuff now. I don't have to look it up anymore. Kind of nice.
You're getting used to all different things. It took me a while, Laurie, but
yeah.
2 teaspoons of cocoa powder. Right, going on to the spices now. 2 teaspoons of ground ginger.
The way they put me open, I don't like the taste. It's expensive.
Oh dear. Oh, that's icing sugar. What is this? Half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Oh, guess what?
What?
I put my vanilla in. My vanilla.
Oh, well.
It just says anyway, I'll put it in my mixture afterward. So this you have to sift 3 times. So I've allowed for it because I've got like another clean. Oh, it's going all over the table. Whoops. It does say that by doing it like this, it's supposed to make. I hear Mrs. P loves scars. I've got plenty on them.
Scar is proud on there.
Oh, yeah, I've got plenty of scars, karate, where they've sliced me and diced me over years.
I think we all do.
I call them the battle scars, so when I'm sticking to it. Well, you see, I had my gallbladder out, but with this were all before keyhole surgery. So I've got about a 12-inch scar on my tummy. I've got a scar on my leg where they took a lump out my leg. But as look at it, it wasn't anything untoward. It was just a benign cyst. Right, guys, this is so yeah. This is the second time I'm in. Apparently, it's supposed to make the sponge lighter. So we'll see. We'll see whether or not it's true.
I can't sift it in this stupid thing.
What were I going to say? Yeah, right. It don't say how to start vanilla. So once we've done this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in that egg mixture. Oops. So it's like dry versus wet ingredients. But it worked last week, didn't it, Laurie?
It sure did.
With that strawberry. Oh God, it was absolutely gorgeous.
It
I'll
was.
be listening always, and cheers everyone. You're all right. So yeah, absolutely gorgeous that way.
Oh.
Well, I haven't gained any weight yet, so I figure I'll keep coming to your lives as long as I don't gain weight.
Yeah,
I mean, me and Laurie had this conversation. I says, your husband love me. I says, with all these, because he's already made the hot chocolate. You made the not strawberry, orange
Hot
short.
chocolate cookies with the marshmallows.
You've done the lemon shortbread a few times as well, haven't you?
Yeah. Well, I did the hot chocolate ones for yesterday because we went to Niagara Falls. So we had them on our trip. We were snacking on them. I put up a nice video, guys. If you want to check out the video, it's up.
But yeah, I mean, Laura didn't get a look in last time when we actually made them because her husband nicked them all apart from one. It did save a one.
That's not too many.
So yes, it did save Laurie one.
Yeah, he did. Well, this time I got my share. I think I had 5 out of the batch. I left him the rest.
Oh.
Let him gain the weight.
But it's like this. I look at it this way, that to me says everything. When people enjoy making them and they enjoy what they've made, if that makes sense. So yeah, so that's the second time we've sifted it. So this is the third and final time. I'm sorry, it's took up quite a bit of time, but hey ho.
Tracy got most of hers on the counter.
I know, I have as well. I'm saying that. That's why I have one of these mats, because I'm always washing it down. Plus, it's easier to sort of scrape up and put back into thing.
I looked for one of those mats. I couldn't find one anywhere, and online they want a fortune for them, so I'm doing without.
Oh yeah, I've had this ages.
They want $40 for one of those. I'm like, are you kidding me?
No. I've been purchasing again off Amazon. I got 3 different size balloon whisks, like a mini one, a medium one, and I can't say it's large because it isn't. I bought a new rolling pin because I've wanted a new rolling pin for ages. Mine's sort of got like a crack right down middle.
Oh boy.
So I've invested in a new rolling pin. Some more measuring cups, because these that I've bought are plastic, whereas my other ones is metal. And plus the fact that there's some measurements in these new ones that aren't, my measuring cups don't measure, if that makes sense.
They don't measure.
And what else some more piping nozzles. Yeah. Hi, Vanessa.
Hi, Vanessa.
Hi, Vanessa.
Well, it's like Amazon driver. He'll say, yeah, I know where that Jeanette Pickering lives.
We'll just put this thing on back on here a second.
They're sort of only like small purchases, if you know what I mean. They're like £3. put your vanilla essence in your egg and sugar mixture, Laurie?
The vanilla goes in the cream.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't go in the cake. It goes in the cream.
She's telling me I have to bake now. I'm thinking, well, I've still got vanilla. Where does it go?
I only read it 10 times, so I remember, you know.
I'm like, Tracy, mine's off on it's on my mat. Can you get that fridge at it? Just so I can wipe this down. So yeah, that's the mixed 3 times, sift 3 times. Sorry. Ooh. So yeah, I'm just going to give this a wipe down.
I got a new sifter today. It's pretty good actually. Did it right quick.
Oh, you sieve? I've got loads of sieves. This is one I bought originally, and I've got some, but they're very fine mesh, and it takes ages and ages when you're sifting stuff. And I thought, well, you know what I mean? If you're on live, you don't want to sort of. I'm just going to give this mixture another quick whisk round.
That's what I was going to do.
So now, this the flour and corn flour, etc. You fold it into your hear that in here?
All right.
Well, I can anyway. Don't know about anybody else. Oh, my hands are sticking again. Fingers are sticking. So yeah, so we're just gonna fold this in now.
What with? Where's all my stuff gone?
That's a lot of eggs in the one cake recipe.
Yeah. Because Tracy was asking me earlier on, because it only said 1/3 of a cup of plain flour. I says, but when you think about it, you've got corn flour as well as the cream of tartar and everything.
Right.
I don't know whether you can see my mixture. It's lovely and and I'm sure I've got all this folded in properly. Right. So I have got 2 7-inch pans, but I buy these liners, so I don't need to dust mine or use greaseproof paper because they already lined.
I
So,
greased and dusted mine. I did.
But the thing is, Laurie, these cake liners come in handy because when they come out of the oven, it says to take them out of the pan. All I've got to do is like lift them out, and that's it. And they're not very expensive either. Well,
I've never seen them, so I'm going to have to look for some.
Because I've got loaf liners as well.
Yeah, and I've never seen those either.
Yeah. So I've got both. I've got, the cake liners, and I've also got the loaf liners as well. Saves a lot of, like literally, you can put your pan back in the cupboard because you don't get no mess. So I'm trying to keep this even.
I can't even find it.
Pardon?
I'm just talking to myself. I've been away after our calves, and when I've come back today, I just can't find where I haven't been baking with you for a little while, have I?
No.
So I'm just looking for odd little bits and bobs, but I can hear you saying what you're going to be using. Let's see it.
So yeah, I'm scraping every last thing out. So yeah, a bit of a change of plans, Tracy. We're going to make the hot fudge cake. I did make it at weekend. Absolutely lovely.
Yeah.
So we're going to make that next week now. I'm just killing time because Chris is on flu. So I've got to wait for him. What we're doing with that? What's here? It's all right. I was looking for my whiskey bit for me for a mixer. So once Chris is done in there, we'll get them put in oven. So yeah, as you can see, 2 good sized cakes.
20 minutes, right?
It says 18 to 20 minutes. So I put my timer on for 20 minutes.
All right. They do look airy. I can see all kinds of little bubbles in it.
Yeah, that Mark's same, Laurie. And I think that's the reason why it says you sieve them 3 times and it makes the sponge light and fluffy.
Yeah, I think it's going to be.
It says sifting flour mixture 3 times will result in a lighter sponge. So yeah, it's got plenty of air bubbles and whatever in it. So well, we're down to 3. We're losing everybody fast. Yeah. Both of these fit in, baby, on that shelf. Yeah, you'll have to sort of jiggle them about a bit so that.
Struggling, Bobby.
Had to wash out my bowl so I can use it for my cream.
Oh, I've already got that covered. Laurie, I've already got another clean bowl.
Sure
here.
you do. I like using this glass bowl.
Yeah.
Plus, I got to wash my beaters.
No. So yeah, so I mean, like this, it's got a beater attachment, look,
Yeah.
like a whisk attachment, should I say? Yeah. It weren't me that told you to open it in first place.
Yeah.
It weren't me that told you to open it in first place. Chris got absolutely wet through this afternoon. He went out with the camera. Hi, Zach. How are you?
Hi, Zach.
So, yeah, he says, right, I'm going to go out with my camera. I'm going to photograph some wildlife and whatever. And yeah, got absolutely wet through. Yeah, we had the most torrential downpour we've ever seen.
Oh boy.
We're in it.
Under a tree.
Yeah, he had to go under a tree to shelter. It was torrential, Laura. Absolutely torrential.
That's what happened to us when we went to Niagara Falls yesterday. My husband got up late. So we left, we got there, we spent about 2 hours there. It was hot, but it was beautiful because we were getting misted by the falls. All of a sudden, the temperature must have dropped like 10 degrees immediately, and it started pouring. Oh my gosh, I was shivering. I was so cold by the time we got to the car.
Yeah, Chris come back, he had to change his t-shirt, his shorts,
Yeah.
he's probably got shorts on.
And the funny thing was, there was only 14% chance of rain, right? We got all 14% chance. We got it all.
We're only 14% rain, which is probably all 14% in one go. But yeah, absolutely. He had to get changed as soon as he come in, Laurie. Absolutely drenched.
Yeah.
Managed to get them both on.
It worked out pretty well for us, though, because we were there about as long as we could handle being there. We're old now. We can only walk so far, you know?
Well, yeah. Because we were on about going somewhere on Thursday. But you see, Callum has been doing like jobs for an agency, and it all depends whether or not he's working. We can still go whether he's working or not, but I mean, like tomorrow is working, 7:30 till 2. So it's like, you know, they're sending him to different places. They send it like different hours, you know, so you can never actually really plan anything too far ahead because you don't know what is working, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes you make sense, other times you don't.
Guess what I forgot to put on?
Yeah.
Hi, Auntie. I say hi, Amjad.
Me and Auntie were in Tesco and we were in the baking aisle. I saw all-purpose flour. It was reduced
To 50p.
I was like, Auntie, the all-purpose flour in the UK. I was surprised, but got it.
Yeah, but the thing is, Amjad, we now having what they call a pingdemic, right? I'll explain to Laura what I mean by pingdemic. Apparently, the truckers all worked through the pandemic, right? No problems. People were bulk buying. And now they're saying this pandemic is caused by a shortage of truck drivers, and like a lot of stores you go in, half at shelves is empty because they're not getting the.
Oh my goodness.
We're making a ginger sponge, Zach. It's a bit like a Victoria sponge, but obviously it's a ginger flavour. And we're putting, that's our double cream, look, your thickened cream. That is, I hadn't opened it because that is exactly 300 mils, which it.
That's
Hey,
amazing. Why can't we buy it like
Yours,
that?
Jeanette. Jeanette, let's have a look at your double cream, Jeanette. I hope I've got right one. Oh, yours is has to be, that's why, yeah.
That's what
So
I
it's
was.
a double cream, every cream then, double cream.
Every cream, double cream, thickened cream, that is it all same thing, yeah.
My one.
So, this, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, you've got your, where did you get yours from? Aldi?
Morrison's.
Oh, Morrison's, yeah.
This is it's a double one, so I've have to mess it at 300 mils. That was 300 mils left in it.
Well, you see, I've got all the ingredients, and I said to Chris, don't buy the double cream till this morning. It has been in fridge up until sort of 5 minutes before we came online. So it you know, it should be all right. But yeah. Oh, he says, I thought all purpose was only in America, not in the UK. But all purpose, plain flour, Amjad, it's same thing.
Yeah.
Call it plain flour. Now, Americans call it all purpose.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is that our self-raising flour, you call self-raising flour as well.
Right.
Yeah, it's just, you know, like this, we call it double cream, you call it thickened cream or heavy cream.
We call it heavy cream, yeah.
Yeah.
I smell it baking already. Holy cow. I better check the temperature. I got that oven on.
Yeah, Amjad says his auntie bought it for a bakery biscuit recipe, just plain vanilla ones. But the thing is, you know, I know you said it's only 15p, but all purpose is just plain flour anyway.
Yeah. They just call it all purpose because you can use it for anything, but then other things call for self-rising flour or whatever.
But the thing is, when you when you make a Victoria sponge, similar to what we're making today, you use self-raising flour, but you don't. There's no need for any baking powder or bicarb or anything else. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, you know what I mean. It's like me, Laurie. It took. Did I tell you about the molasses story?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I'm almost scared.
I was seeing all these recipes, and it says molasses, but I'm thinking, well, I ain't seen no molasses in our supermarkets.
Really? Uh-oh.
But it weren't until it twigged your molasses is black treacle in UK.
Oh. I have lots of molasses in my cupboard because I bought one day and I forgot I bought it. So I told my husband to buy me some, and so I got like 3 jars actually I have down there of molasses. Yeah. So I'm gonna
but yeah, it's
gingerbread cookies.
Yeah, it's only just recently that I twigged on that molasses is black treacle here.
Yeah,
so I've got my plate ready. I do actually have one of them, you know, them cake turntable things.
Yeah. I don't have one.
You see, this is what I said last week at me, like granny. I mean, I've got no end of them as well. I've got like about a dozen wooden spoons. You know what I mean? It's like things that I've built up over years, you know what I mean? I've been baking a long time. It's just, you know, and it's just like been a gradual thing, really. My auntie bought some vanilla extract off Amazon today. She needed some. I sent her a good one. But the thing is, I don't know about anybody else, but I find the Madagascan vanilla extract is the best. Either that or vanilla bean paste. You see, vanilla bean paste, I was trying to explain to Amjad a few weeks ago. It's a more intense vanilla flavour, and that's the difference between extract and vanilla bean paste. That's the difference. Madagascan vanilla extract is very thick and gloopy. And I started off by buying like supermarket's own brand, but it's very thin. So I bought some Dr. Oetker Madagascan vanilla, and I thought, yeah, this is, and I've never gone back. But I've also got Dr. Oetker vanilla bean paste if you want that bit more intense vanilla flavour.
Right.
There we go. So yeah, we shouldn't be too long. That's about it, really. I don't think you'll be disappointed with the hot fudge pudding cake. Absolutely.
I'm looking forward to it. I really am.
Yeah, but you see, the thing is, I made it Saturday to have Sunday. Now, the idea is you have it the same day as you make it, and it's supposed to be like a self-sourcing thing. Well, because I made mine Saturday and reheated it on Sunday, the sauce had soaked up into the cake, which it weren't any detriment, but it were very moist. It's very, very moist.
Yeah. So you're supposed to eat it all in one day? How big is this cake?
It's the normal, like, the square 9 by 9.
Yeah.
But as I was saying earlier on, I thought, well, that, don't seem very big. So what I did is I've got some like quite deep, aluminium trays. Yeah. So basically what I did was I doubled everything up. So, but if I'd have sort of thought about it, I think the smaller version would have been plenty, because they were way, way too much. Yeah. My auntie uses supermarket brand vanilla. She hates them, honestly. She likes the Dr. Oetker ones. She don't buy it often because she buys it from a Turkish shop. But yeah, once I started using the Dr. Oetker Amjad, I would never go back now.
It's amazing how much they charge for vanilla now. Oh my goodness. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
But the thing is as well, I mean, it's like, you could make it yourself, and you could sort of start, buying vanilla pods and everything, but you've got to wait up. If you buy the raw vanilla pods, you've got to crush them. You've got to, you know what I mean? It's so time consuming. It might work out cheaper making your own vanilla, but when all's said and done, I mean, aren't it all that expensive? So rather than sort of, you just got to weigh it out and Bob's your uncle, and you know what I mean?
You can make your own cream too. You can make your own heavy cream. I thought about doing it, but I didn't fuss with it this time. But I'm going to just make it my own next time I need it. I
mean, I look at it this way, Laurie. I like to make everything from scratch. Tracy will tell you.
Mm-hmm.
There is channels out there, and I'm not name dropping or anything, but there is this particular channel that I'm thinking about. Everything is like packets.
Oh, my.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Everything she does is not from scratch. Nah.
Well, anybody can open
Within
a
a
box
couple-
and mix up a cake mix. You know.
Yeah, and I look, I said, I says to Chris, I says, it makes me laugh. There's me, Tracy, and Laurie are sitting down, making everything from scratch.
Right.
And, at end of the day, I might only get like something like 40 views when I should close it down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, this particular channel that I'm talking about, within 2 hours, have got above 1K views.
I ran across that channel. I know who you're talking about. I ran across it. So I know. But you know what? I'm sorry, but it's lame. Anybody can open a box of brownie mix. Anybody can open
and I mean, if you do honestly know who I'm talking about, everything is from a packet or already made.
Right.
And basically all she's doing is putting it together. Now, same as you said, anybody can do that.
Yeah. Yeah. There's nothing better than homemade.
No.
Yeah.
Nothing better than things from scratch.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what made me remind me of my grandmother and my great grandmother, because they were such great bakers, And my kids to this day tell me that they miss a lot of things that I used to make back when. So yeah.
But that's it. There's nothing more satisfying than knowing, like we have done tonight, and like we have done, like I always do. And that is, you've got all the bare ingredients and you make a thing from scratch.
Yeah, and
so
there's much more satisfaction that way, knowing that you made it.
Yeah, and if everything works, I mean, don't get me wrong, touch wood, you've not had a bad one yet, but you know what I mean. These things happen. Don't get me wrong. I mean, years of experience I've had, things still do go wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was in a hurry and I want a cake real quick, sure, I'll make up a cake mix, or I'll make up a brownie mix. My husband loves me making brownies. But now that I'm getting all these new recipes, I don't need those anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
They
my sentiments exactly, Laurie. And it's like, originally, I was doing these live streams on my own. Then Tracy joined, and now I've got you and Tracy. And same as I've always said, to me, that's all the satisfaction I need, knowing that you're enjoying what you're doing, Tracy's enjoying what she's doing, and that is down to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've encouraged you and Tracy to bake from scratch.
Yeah, you have, because I didn't do a whole lot. Only at Christmas time is when I bake from scratch. So yeah, you got me going again.
This is it. That's all I've ever wanted by doing baking, and part of my channel, and that's all I've wanted, to pass on some of the knowledge that I've got and get people enjoying baking as much as what I do.
Right. I'm gonna check.
Nearly, baby. Yeah.
I'm checking.
Might just take a few moments longer, Jeanette, love.
Hey?
Mine might just take a few more minutes longer because I was looking for my paper, what you put in your pans.
Yeah, all right. Okie dokie.
It didn't pop back at me, so I know it's not done yet.
So long as it
spring back.
So long as it didn't bounce back that much, it pokes you in eye.
Do you like your strawberry cake, Laurie?
I'm sorry?
Do you like your strawberry cake?
Oh my God, I loved it. I loved it. It was delicious.
Ooh. I'm going to try it this week. I've got to look back on.
It was really good. Yeah. You want to eat it up as quick as you can, though, because the cream, Yeah. Oh, God. But eventually the cream starts to, doesn't stay as light as it does the first couple of days that you have it. So within a couple of days, I recommend you eat it.
Hey,
Yeah.
Laurie, I
Delicious.
thought I died and got to heaven when I tasted my. Oh God!
Watching you, and I'm poorly with me in. I'm thinking, oh, what to do it? What to do it?
That's the only expression I can say. It was.
I'm on antibiotics for a full week.
Yeah.
It was delicious. And Amjad asked me when I was on my live, when I did my live Saturday night, he asked me how I liked that cake. And I'm like, I loved it.
I says to Chris, I says, that is a definitely make again. Definitely.
Yeah. My husband wouldn't try it because he's not into strawberries or fruit. So, but he's going to try this cake that I'm making now. He said he would try it because he likes ginger. So we'll see.
You might eat it all on your lorry.
I might be in trouble again. I might get one piece and that's it.
Oh,
He's a pig.
You know when we made them cookies with marshmallows, Tracy?
Oh, yeah.
Laurie got about 90. We're at about 19-20 after yours. She ended
I
up
got
with one.
21 out of it. And I ate one.
Yeah,
and
every single one except for one.
I tell you which ones I fell in love with. The ones with the caramel inside and on top.
Oh, yeah.
The ones were nice.
You see, that's the thing. It's such a varied thing that we do. Some, now the mint brownies that we made, I didn't like them at all. Way too sweet.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
I didn't care for them either.
Amjad says his auntie makes vanilla cake without any, she knows recipe off by heart. But you see, that's the thing. I've made white chocolate chip cookies and milk chocolate chip cookies, and I make them both the same recipe. But I still have to look at recipe because I can't remember what I did yesterday.
You do too many recipes to memorize them.
I'd say that one's a bit longer myself. Well, it's coming out clean.
I'm taking mine out.
I want to check mine.
Yeah,
that one. After you are too, so I'm just going to check it.
Oh, bit hot. I'll just turn camera around so you can see. Oh, you can smell like ginger aroma coming from it. Just a minute.
Yummy, yummy.
If this was smell-o-vision, it'd be well away.
You guys are going nuts. You guys are going nuts.
Yeah. And they've roast quite well, mine have. Don't know about yours. Come on, camera, switch over. Don't like it. Can you see?
Oh, yeah, they're lovely, them.
They've roast quite well, actually. So, right now, what I'm going to do is... Right, can you just get me a bit of a tea towel, baby? I'm going to just lift these out and put them on cooling rack and they'll cool down a lot quicker. Amjad says his auntie uses YouTube for recipes now these days. She follows a lady called Food Fusion. Oh, I've not heard of that one, Amjad. Yeah. Oh dear. Oh yeah. What I'm going to do is...
Here's the first one out. Very nice. Hopefully they cool quick enough so we can put the frosting on them.
See what I mean, Laurie, about them cake things? There you go. No mess whatsoever.
Oh my gosh, my other one's stuck.
So what I'm going to do is, oh, look at that. Ooh. I'm just going to loosen my liners so air gets to them, and it. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, I can almost taste it already. Hey. That is cool, don't you? So hopefully, by loosening these liners, should cool down a lot quicker, because it does say line the wire rack with baking paper, turn sponges out onto the wire rack to cool. So mine's on wire rack, and I've I don't need any greaseproof paper. See, only problem with these liners is because the bigger the pans are, you see these like indentations. Look to myself here. So yeah, can you see like these indentations here? Look, Laurie.
Yeah, I see that.
That is the only problem with these is because you use like 7-inch pans. These are slightly bigger, so when you grease, you know, so but it's no detriment to the cake. I mean, I actually think it looks cool. You know what I mean? It looks cool with them indentations in it. You know what I mean? So yeah, so that
one of my cake pans a little bit. I'm not happy about that, but that's where the cream comes in.
Well, that's it.
But this one came out perfect. I think it's actually a little bigger. I didn't get them quite both the same size. I'm not real talented with that yet. So I'll put the smaller half probably on top, or the, the shorter one on top.
Well, this is it. I mean, you in baking game, you have to improvise.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Just going to turn.
It just stuck a little bit. So this one that's in front of you now was out of a brand new baking pan that I bought. And the other one's out of one of my older ones. So I probably do need another new one because the other one's stuck. So that means the nonstick is no good anymore. Because I greased and put the cornflour on there too. It should have came right out.
But that's good thing about these, Laurie. No fussing about, straight out. And I've loosened them off a little bit, so they do actually cool down that bit quicker. I mean, I've just felt mine, and they're not that hot that I can put my hands on them. But do you want these pots? Oh, they do look nice, don't they? I've had my first compliment. Chris says, "Oh, they look nice." That's before they've even. But yeah, as simple as they like Victoria sponge, but they're not Victoria sponge. If that makes sense. Which one do you think for on bottom, and which one do you think for on top? Yeah, that one I think can go on bottom. So is yours out yet, Tracy?
Yeah, they're all out, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't forget to
Good.
shut your oven off.
But like this, you can imagine when you've put your cream and everything in it, slicing into it and being like that sort of moist that it sticks to your knife.
Yeah.
They look so light and airy and spongy, if that makes sense. But yeah, these liners do have these drawbacks as regarding, you know, making these indentations, because they are actually made for a bigger pan, if that makes sense. So when you line, you know, like a 7-inch pan, it crunches it up a little bit, but it's no detriment. It's still going to take same, you know what I mean?
Big as yours, because I've only got little small cake tins. But yeah, it's still come out okay.
So yeah, you know, when it just cuts all the, you know, I think the pros outweigh the cons, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
you know,
the last time I just used a one of my paper sheets, and I just cut it to fit the pan because I couldn't find the cake pan liners. So,
but yeah, you know what I mean. It's like the convenient. There's no messing about, cutting circles out and everything. The convenient, you know. And as you can see, mine's turned out perfectly. It's a no detriment to the cake.
Mine would have been perfect if that one didn't stick to the pan. I should have done it in paper.
I'll tell you what, Laurie. I'm going to actually send you a package. As well as stickers, I'll send you some cake liners, some loaf liners. What were it? Mint extract you couldn't get. Just in case, you know, you should need it, or, you know, you never know, you might make something at Christmas that needs mint extract. But you've got it then, haven't you?
Yeah. Like I said, I don't really mind cutting these ones, but I just thought this time, because it said in the recipe to grease and then use the cornflour. But it was an older pan that I used, so that I should have known better. And I had a new one, and I only bought one at the time. Where I actually should have bought 2 of them.
We see, I've actually got 2 sets of like cake pans, but the other one, the ones that I've used tonight, are deeper, if that makes sense. The other ones are not as deep, and I thought to myself, well, if we use the ones that are not so deep, it might boil over, sort of thing. So that's why I went with the safe option and used the ones that are a bit deeper.
Yeah.
The other ones, when I first started baking, that was sort of my first purchase. The Victoria, the sponge tins. Right. So basically, it's a good option, because when I made Callum's birthday cake, I had to make 4. It was like a 4-layer thing. So I'd already actually got 4 pans.
Yeah, I need to get a new one. Lesson learned.
Believe it or not, I'm almost cooled down now.
And mine are getting there. I think it's still just a little too warm, but they are cooling down quite well.
So, right, I'll move them to one side, and hopefully by the time we've done the cream, trouble with this is when I'm switching cameras, it takes such a long time to switch over. You know, come on, I need it today, not tomorrow. Ah, there we go. So yeah, so what I'm gonna do is put my cream in the. Nah, there's an act to opening these, because if you don't open them right, they splat all over the place.
Well, you wouldn't do that now, would you,
You
Jeanette?
always open it away from me, because otherwise you get it all over your glasses and everywhere. So yeah, so that's 300 mils of cream going in. Just going to use me to make sure it's all out. Now you see these sort of things, Laurie, are safe. I don't throw anything away. So into this, you want a teaspoon of vanilla extract. So that's that going in. And you do tablespoons of icing sugar, but you only put half of it in. Because you save other half for sprinkling on top. So I'm just putting half of mine in. So now we're going to whisk this up until soft peat form. Hi, Mark. How are you? I think this is Tracy today. That is. So yeah, that. don't think that's not going anywhere just yet. Right, so plate. That's the first sponge.
Are you putting all your cream in the center, Jeanette?
Yeah.
Let me just swap me a second. I'm just putting this back on a minute.
Where's Mr. IT? See, this is a good thing about one of these cake turntable things. I should have got it out before I started, really. You know, there's no keep moving your plate around. You just twirl it round and oh dear, is he wanting to know who our IP is?
Yeah,
yeah. It's Amjad's brother Imran. We call him Mr. IP, Imran Pickering. Yeah. Amjad's AP and Imran's IP.
Ooh.
So I'm trying to get it all to right to edge. Mark can be MP. Oh dear. Yeah. We've now adopted Mark, so he's Mr. MP.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Good. Looking super good.
Nice,
I got myself a cute little sift that I bought.
I've got one. I don't know where it is.
Everyone's tired from work. That's not good enough. Everyone's de-adopted.
Unadopted.
Boy, it's going to be tempting not to cut this while I'm on live.
Hey, Tracy, last week, Laurie was that eager to have a piece. She sliced and had a piece while we were live.
And I
think
ate
I
it.
watched her apart from falling asleep and bits. I think I seen you all.
That was good. That was
My kitchen's unorganised tonight, but I've been doing it.
Slap it on there, Jeanette.
Slap it on there, Jeanette.
I love this little sift thing.
Just slap it on.
I've got so many answers. IP.
Mine's only small, but it's there.
Leftovers, and I'm having them all. The whole caboodle.
Yeah, I'm just going round edges, just tidying it up a little bit.
Oh, don't tidy it. You're not supposed to tidy it.
Hey, I've got a...
I didn't tidy mine. I left it just as it was.
Lovely, they were snoring.
Oh,
There we
this is
go.
good. Yeah, you don't just slap it on. Mark.
Sound like it in a slingshot.
You know, when you're a baker, if you're a like a professional baker, you're a perfectionist.
Is that why you just slap it on then?
Yeah. I don't just slap it
Not
on.
to smooth out. I don't think I'm big enough.
You gotta have a little fun when you do it, Jeanette. You have to have a little fun.
Yeah. I
said just slap it on there.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks delish.
Yeah, I'm doing icing sugar with my fingers, so that's my slapping it on bit.
Another awesome recipe, Jeanette.
Pardon?
Another awesome recipe.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I love it.
I ain't quite used all my icing sugar. I think that's enough. Those cakes are massive. They are, Miss Chick. It's supposed to 8 servings.
Oh yeah.
So, well, believe it not, Miss Chick, these haven't got any butter in at all.
No butter.
Yeah. Chris says those cakes are my breakfast.
Come on,
So,
Pixie.
yeah.
How dare you? Hi, Miss Chick.
So yeah, another successful baking live stream. Everyone's looks absolutely delicious. So
Yes,
I just hope it tastes as delicious. See,
well, I'll let you know, Jeanette, because I won't be waiting too long.
I'm just turning it round because that bit what we're facing camera where I, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
What?
you can have that bit there, whatever you do it.
I haven't done anything. It's where I've scraped it with scraper thing and it's gone upside at cake. I says I'll turn it round so it looks a bit more.
You can have that.
Quit complaining, Chris.
Yeah.
She won't let you have any. She won't give you
No,
any.
definitely not.
No.
So yes, as you can see, guys, it was pretty simple, weren't it, Laurie, Tracy?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I just got a smaller bake tin, that's all.
So basically,
Yours too looks bigger than mine.
it's your camera. You know what I mean? It's
yeah.
You've got yours facing front top. Now, if I went like that, you know what I mean? That's my fault.
Right.
Did you get what I'm saying? It's all about the camera angle. Now, if I were to lower it, mine looks massive.
There you go.
It's
Like
all
that.
to do. Thank you, Mark. He says, well done to you 3 ladies.
Thank you,
Mark.
Mark.
See you later.
Hello, Mark.
So I'm just going to turn my camera around now. Now we've all shown his ways off.
I feel like a genuine baker now that I'm baking all this stuff from scratch. I feel like a genuine baker.
No.
And this is the whole point of my channel, Laurie. It's to give inspiration to others to do what we've been doing tonight and make and seeing end result.
Yeah.
And you know, I ain't got you know, I'm a relatively small channel with, you know, not some thousands and thousands of wash it down with a cuppa.
We don't need
I think
thousands and thousands. We don't need thousands and thousands as long as we enjoy ourselves. I mean, I have
exactly, and
I
that's
have
the
close
whole
to
point.
3,000 on mine, Jeanette, and it's no big deal. I don't care about numbers. YouTube still takes the numbers for me, and I don't care about the numbers.
I've said this all along, Laurie. I've
Yep.
inspired Tracy to bake. I've inspired you to bake. And that is all the recognition I need, that I've inspired, such as yourself or Tracy, to bake.
Yeah.
Now, this pudding cake it says, an incredibly delicious chocolate cake oozing with warm chocolate fudge. Serving it with vanilla ice cream is a must. So there you go.
That's way fattening, Jeanette.
Ingredients is a cup of sugar, half a cup of cocoa, 1 cup of flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, salt, which we don't use,
right,
half a cup of milk, 4 tablespoons of butter, 1 large egg yolk. The whole egg, just the yolk.
Yeah.
2 teaspoons of vanilla, half a cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips, and 1 cup of boiling water. That's it.
Wow.
So
sounds simple enough.
It's basically you melt your butter and mix it with your egg yolk, right? And same as we've done tonight, all your dry ingredients all together, your cocoa, your sugar. It does say an 8-inch square pan. So I've got like a deep one and not so deep one. So I'm going to use the deep one because it does rise quite a bit. And here's the, it says whisk half a cup of sugar with a 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. Now that's the mixture that goes on top of the cake before you pour the, anyway. So you put all your dry ingredients and basically you put the wet mixture into the dry. You see, I didn't even use an electric whisk when I did mine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you put it in the pan. And then you sprinkle the reserved cocoa and sugar on top of the cake mix. And then you gently pour the boiling water over the cocoa. But it does say in bold letters, do not stir. So you put the cake mixture, the cocoa and sugar mixture on top of the cake mixture, and then you pour boiling water on it, but you don't stir it. And I think this is like the self-saucing bit.
Yeah.
And then it says, bake until the top of the cake is cracked, sauce is bubbling, and a toothpick inserted into cakey area comes out mostly clean. And then it says, just cook for 10 minutes, and it says, serve warm with vanilla ice cream.
Wow.
That's it.
That should be an experience.
But yeah, honestly, I made mine Saturday, and I says to Chris, I says, well, now I think about it, I could have done it Sunday morning and had it after as dessert after a Sunday lunch, straight from oven. But what I did, I made it Saturday because I weren't too sure we're doubling the ingredients up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's first time I've made anything like this, and I weren't too sure. You see, this is what I'm saying, Laurie. When it's something out your comfort zone, you're a bit apprehensive about it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I make it Saturday rather than Sunday morning. Now, let's say, for instance, I do another one for a Sunday after dessert after Sunday lunch. I'll probably make it the Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Just got on live. Yeah, we'd love to have you, Kate. You know, my view is the more the merrier, you know what I mean? But yeah, I can highly recommend it. Just put it that way. You know, I don't steer you wrong very often.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just take it on
Yep.
my authority. Very, very nice.
I believe you.
having said that, guys, I'm going to shut it down. I may do a live Friday evening. I don't know yet. So I had well, obviously we had a busy day yesterday. I did a lot of walking and my legs absolutely kill me.
Mhm.
So I'm got to recover from that. So I may go live Friday. I don't know yet.
Well, y'all have a great night.
Yeah,
Jeanette,
and thank you for joining me, Laurie. Thank you for joining me, Tracy. And I will see you all on the next one. And I'm sure Chris will let you know what it tastes like.
Alrighty.
So I'm just going to play me
Night,
out.
Tracy.
Well, it's new. Oh, it's on a trick.
Well, there you go.
But after about 10 minutes.
A bit behind you, I think.